your boy, Octane, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the content, jump in the comments. Let's get a dialogue. Let's get it cracking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The last week of the NFL season, which means it's Super Bowl Sunday. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, being as though it is the final game of the season, before I get started, I haven't really spoke on what, the whole world has now known for a week. But I will definitely respond or just share my thoughts. But my thoughts and prayers are with all the families and parties involved. Rest in peace to a legend in most eyes, an icon, global icon, Kobe Bean Bryant, and his daughter Gianna, the Alta Benelli family, the Mauser family, I cannot pronounce his name right offhand. Again, I said I will speak on it very, very soon. But I just wanted to get that out there before I start the video. My condolences are with all whom are affected by the loss. And I was even myself affected by the loss. But getting to the game, I just want to talk a little bit about the San Francisco 49ers first. We all know that they are a storied franchise whom have reached the Super Bowl have won the Super Bowl 5 times. And we all know about their last appearance against the Baltimore Ravens, the Kaepernick game where the lights just shut off. And when they were pretty much handling the Raiders, and that was like the turning point of their Super Bowl. So they could have had 6, but they had 5, which their first was in 82, then you had 85, and then 89, which I, in a prior video, said they dominated the 80s. Clearly, they did between them and the Redskins and a couple other teams in 90 and then 94, 95 season as well. Okay. Jimmy Garoppolo has played a full season. He has thrown for basically 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. And Mostert, San Francisco had a really balanced run attack, but Mostert has stood out for a vast majority of, especially in the postseason, these games. And he has only 623 yards and 8 touchdowns, but again, he had a monster playoff game last week. And then you got George Kittle, tight end, over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, what more can you ask for a tight end? Tight end is a quarterback's security blanket, and Jimmy Garoppolo definitely uses his security blanket. And we all know they also have a stellar defense. San Francisco defense is fast. They are aggressive. They are sound and solid. And they have been all year for the most part. Really hard to go up against them offensively to figure out what things that they will throw at you. But at the same time, if you have a potent offense, whom the other team that I'm getting ready to speak about, the Chiefs, has, then that can create and offset a lot of different things that San Francisco may want to do, or it may even change some things that they may want to do. But we'll see in a few hours. Now, let me get to the 12. And one more thing about San Francisco. The 3 losses, I have to point this out, which I will do with the other team. They were significant. When they lost to Seattle, Baltimore, and then the Falcons, they ended up turning around and beating Seattle. But I just wanted to point out those losses. because the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Ravens and the Patriots. So they're battle tested as well. But anyway, the 12-4 Kansas City Chiefs, again, they lost to the Titans, Packers, Texans, and Colts. And Patrick Mahomes missed 2 of those games, of those 4 losses, just to put that out there. But even with 14 games played, he threw for over 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Williams is the lead in rusher, 498, and he had 4 touchdowns. And then Travis Kelce had over 1,200 yards receiving, and 5 touchdowns. Another tight end who I wouldn't call him a security blanket because he gets downfield, but again, a tight end is a security blanket best friend. This will be the actual first Super Bowl in NFL history where you have 2 tight ends over 1,000 yards receiving. That lets you know where the league is right at this point. You have a dynamic tight end to, be there for your quarterback, then that is a plus in today's NFL. Just to note that. But Kansas City Chiefs, okay. Offensively, we know that they are probably, if not one of the best offense in the National Football League, arguably the best quarterback in the National Football League in Patrick Mahomes. The receiving core, again, I mentioned Kelce. You have Tyreek Hill, whom I did not speak about, Sammy Watkins. You have Williams, and you have the other speed burner on the other side as well. They just create a lot of problems for any defense. Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid setting up the offense, calling the plays. So you know that they have a lot of weapons and a lot of formations and a lot of things that could throw you off and trick you. And they are very explosive. They have gotten down in these playoffs and came storming back, putting up crazy, insane Madden video game numbers. And that is real. Defensively, they are not as stellar as San Francisco, but they most definitely can make plays and create problems for offenses as well. I think this is going to be an awesome Super Bowl. So with all of that being said, I just want to go ahead and give my Super Bowl prediction. First off, I want to say I believe it is going to be in a range of 24-17, 24-20, somewhere to that extent. And I'm going to go ahead and roll with the NFC champions, San Francisco 49ers. Okay, there it is. That is my prediction. I predict that the San Francisco 49ers will win the 2020-2019 champion, Super Bowl champions. They will be that. I think it'll be a dogfight. It wouldn't surprise me if it go the other way. But for my reasons, just the defense, the consistency on the defensive side, I just think, and the hard running game that San Francisco presents, I just think that it may be enough to get them the victory. Again, I could be wrong, but this is Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. Throw your picks down there. Who you think is going to win the Super Bowl this evening in the comments section. Until again, look out for that video that I would like to speak about, the tragic deaths that the world has encountered and has been affected by. But share the content, jump in the comments, let's get it dialogue, let's get it cracking. And I'm out. I